Okay, so you just finished your Numic touch energy work. What was your thoughts?
I came here today with anxieties in my solar, but as you were touching, I could feel that I had a lot more stored business in my hips and in my throat still. And that brought up a lot of the words self-confidence, self-love, release that, let it go. All these things came up because your hips are where you store so much. And as I was coming back to, thank Gaia for the peppermint, because I was cosmic for a minute. As I was coming back to and I could sit up, I realized how tight I'm holding my hips. I didn't even think I was doing that. And I got down and I touched my feet with ease. Like it's, when you were working on my stomach, it just, in my mind's eye, it felt very murky, like swamp water, and it got brighter and clearer every touch and every breath and every inhale and exhale. It just got lighter and lighter, and it was spinning faster and faster. And not only were your hands were hot, you were working, but the energy coming into my channel was cool. It was very, very calm. Your hands are so gentle, but so powerful. And I could feel resistance in my heart, so that made me journal some more. I probably have some more forgiveness, or I just think big releasing is coming up. So that's what I got.
Absolutely, absolutely. Are you open for feedback?
Yes, please.
Okay. So when I feel energy, it's very tangible. It's very much, it has substance. It has weight. It has, and so the heavier stuff like anger, frustration, sadness, fear, all of these things have a different weight. And I find personally that when somebody is feeling like they're anxious or feeling frustrated, it's actually their internal self saying, hey, I've got too much weight. I need some of this off. And you get in those points where you feel stuck. Like you just, no matter what, you're just not gaining traction, right? And those are the times when this energy, all of these feelings that have been invalidated within you through life's experiences, whatever they have been, then it makes it harder to go. So when I am working on somebody, it's very much like I'm a spotter at a gym. When you're lifting those weights, they're a little too heavy. You need someone to come and help. So I come in like that spotter and I help lift it the rest of the way off, so that, oh my goodness, you can see, you can move clearly, you can think a little better.
Right.
When we have this energy that's keeping us feeling stuck, a lot of times it pulls us into fight or flight. And so many of us live in that state of fight or flight, right? Especially if we've had trauma. Right? And so we know that healing is not linear. It's not a straight line.
It always comes back.
It always comes back around, especially if you're doing it right. If it is staying stuck, you're in the same pattern. Right? So coming back around, it's good that there's more stuff coming up, because you're a flower. You're blossoming, you're glowing, and I do want to point out that your face does look a lot brighter now.
My eyes are so much clearer when I looked in the bathroom, and it's funny that you said the linear thing, because so much of us are thrown into fight or flight. Like, we have jobs, we have kids, we have this, the loud noise over there, the smell over there. It's like, your nervous system is going. Something in my mind, when you tapped my heart, said, you are where you need to be. My mind wanted to go to my daughter, my mind wanted to go to appointments, and nope, you are where you need to be. And that just overall sense of oof.
Good.
The clarity is nice, but my eyes are a lot clearer. I felt like it was sticky, and now I can release my stomach really, really easy, and I'm able to think very, very clearly.
Good. Yeah, when we're in fight or flight, we're not able to think long term.
Right.
We're
it's
thinking
moment to moment.
Exactly. We've got to put out this fire and this fire and this
Right.
fire. But that doesn't allow us to really see all the options available to us. And so really allowing yourself to come out of that energy to say, this isn't mine, I don't want it anymore. then letting it go, and this process really helps to ease your mind and helps you come back out of that fight or flight. And also, when you are in fight or flight, side note, you do become a little inflammatory to yourself. And the more inflammation you have in your body, the more sick you're going to get, right? And or the more immunocompromised you become. And so really making sure that you're coming back into that state of peace, ease, and flow so that you're not making yourself sick. You know, the pH level in your body is normalized. You're not toxic to yourself. You're not making toxic choices, right? Because when we're in this moment to moment to moment, we're like, okay, I'm going to go have a cheeseburger because I don't have time to go and make a meal. Or I forgot to pack my kids' lunch. Okay, we're going to grab a, whatever.
Right.
And so those actually feed toxic decisions and toxic coping mechanisms. You don't have time to come in. Well, you have time for a beer. And it's all about
even just
choices.
In the beginning, when you are being asked and allowing yourself to take 3 deep breaths, just the instant clarity from that alone is amazing.
Oh yeah.
And the peppermint, good touch.
Good. It's like someone knew what you needed. So, and I always want to make sure that you know that you are valued, you are worthy. I like to send people home after these, especially with affirmations, with take-home work, because growth is not just a one-person effort. I am not doing the work for you. I am just helping you do your work. And so your job to yourself is to continue forward doing the aftercare so that you can see that you are really worth it. I know that we oftentimes as humans, we're like, I'm worth it, so I'm gonna do this, or this person should do this because I'm worth it. And it's like, if you're not doing that for yourself, you're not putting your actions into, or your words into action, right? You're just saying this empty sentence,
right?
Saying that everybody else should do it, but you don't have to do it. You shouldn't do that for yourself because that's selfish. Let me tell you, after you give and give and give and give and give, you're depleted and you have nothing left to give. And you're not helping anybody when you have nothing left to give.
And I also want to speak on our time and getting to know each other and working with you. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I couldn't make eye contact for the longest time. And you have to, I am worth it. I have value, even through all the shadow work, so the darker parts of yourself or the things that you've done in your past. You have to be able to look at yourself and say, I forgive you, I love you. And it's nitty gritty, but it's so worth it because I love my eyes. I love them now, and that's just a little blip of the growth and the progress that I've had with your magic.
Oh. Well, thank you. It's been an honor and a real privilege to be part of your journey and witness all this beautiful growth. I mean, I love it. You're an amazing and phenomenal person, and definitely a diamond that has been through some stuff, some pressure, and
some
you are
sticky stuff.
Yeah, but you are shining, and you are showing your brilliance, and you are sparkling in the lives of your family, of your friends. I know because I get to be one of them, and so it's really good. It helps once you start believing in yourself. It changes your whole world. And it changes the people you're responsible for. Like if you have little humans or kids, or even fur babies at home, they notice when we're not in the best of moods. They notice, they pick up that, and then how we cope is how they learn to cope when they have these emotions. And so really being able to get yourself to a point where you are emotionally aware and mature enough to raise emotionally aware and mature children or little people or, fur babies, that is cool. When you're not taking it out on others or yourself or being toxic, and you're looking into your own toxic and saying, yep, I love myself anyways. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to do what I can. And I'm not going to spread that.
Right.
But I'm going to be that example. And this is how we make changes in not just ourselves, our own lives, but in the world.
Right, and you physically making changes not only is going to change the course of your future and your kids' future, but it's also going to change energetically. And the heart is the strongest field we have, and it's going to affect people whether we want to or not. It's going to affect them, and it's going to help grow and change and shift. And that's why the inner work to know yourself is probably the most important. Because it reflects outside too.
Yep.
It's a beautiful, beautiful process.
Yep. Painful.
Painful, yes, but beautiful.
But beautiful.
If we didn't have the cheesy thing, if we didn't have the pain, we wouldn't understand the joy after, or the sadness. We wouldn't get that depth, you know?
We wouldn't be proud of how far we've come. You know, it's just like when we first buy our first car or our first home. I worked my butt off for that. I know what it took to get there, and I am darn proud of that.
But then all the maintenance.
All the maintenance. There's always maintenance.
Always.
But at least working on yourself, it's less expensive than working on your house.
This is true. This is true.
So if you are needing some healing, if you're having some trouble with all of the stuck situations in your life or the stuck feelings and emotions, I have time on my schedule and I would love to help you out. You are worth it. If you want, click on the link in my bio, or you can visit my website, www.pathtotransformationboise.com, and I will look forward to helping you soon. So much love.
Thank you.